This line of work in today's, as you can see.
Just because you dropped your ash on the ground, that's actually a violation of Michigan law.
The ash?
Yes, sir. It's actually a fire hazard and littering.
I'll pick it up.
Can I get your ID, please?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I picked it up.
DNR law says it's a littering violation. So. He would like to speak with you. He's failing to identify himself with the littering that he just performed by ashing on the ground. It's a violation of Michigan.
I was talking to MSB and they have the intel, so. What do you want to do?
No, he's failing to give me his ID. He's violating a littering law right now. How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Not too bad. Making movies?
Something like that.
Cool. I'm Officer Clark.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
They call me Tater Salad.
What is it? Tater salad? Are you tater tot?
No.
That's a good Ron White, right?
That's funny though.
You making some videos and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we meet again.
You know, it was funny. We were just walking by, and she said, "You can't record me." We didn't think much of it. We went in here, and they gave us a tour of this facility right here because it's the first one of its
Is it
kind.
pretty nice? I haven't been in there yet.
It's actually beautiful in there.
Is it?
Pretty cool.
A little smelly, but
Well, I can imagine.
That's not surprising.
right. But then we come out, and we were walking back this way, and she said, "Aren't you going to wait for the cops?" We're like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Okay.
We don't want them thinking we're running from them, you know. I tried to explain to her, you know, there's no expectation of privacy in public. And we weren't purposely trying to record her until she said something. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let him take her
could I get your name and
conversation.
badge number?
Officer Clark, 3907.
Thank you.
Yes, not a problem.
We gave him our card earlier.
Gotcha. I got a card
Oh
on me. You
no,
want
we
a card?
don't need it.
All right.
No, we're good. So what was the state police SWAT rolling through town for?
I have no clue.
They don't tell us.
They don't tell us the state police.
Oh, you guys don't get to hear it on the radio or nothing?
No, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, because they come through with lights and sirens.
I was wondering what that siren was.
There's still District 7 over
here,
right? MSP District 7 right there? What was it?
I believe so.
I think it's all the...
Yeah, we're still Houghton Lake Coast, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So they could be going to anything, honestly. Who knows?
But yeah, this is what we do. We educate people.
Cool.
You know, usually it's we get to talk to them and educate them that way, but sometimes it ends up this way.
Gotcha.
You guys do it independently, or
Yeah.
you guys got YouTube or
Yep,
Facebook?
YouTube and Facebook.
You guys have cards that says what?
I do.
I'm not that professional.
You know, yeah. I'm just curious.
Do you have separate YouTubes or are they the same? Can I get your YouTube? So I can check
sure.
it out?
It's a De Facto Media Group.
De facto?
Sure.
DE?
Yep. FACTO. And then Media Group. And you'll be able to identify me through that, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. You got a card? Let me see your card. I can check it out.
That's quite the cuff rig you got there.
Oh, yeah.
Taco cuffs? That's what
I
they're
do a
called.
taco.
Oh,
I got
okay.
new ones. I got some other I like better.
I got a question for you. Now that's a plate carrier, right? Okay. Now that
No,
would be.
that is not.
Oh, that's an
Not a
actual
plate.
book.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
we'll put the plates in.
if you're wearing a plate carrier without plates, it's useless, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
It's not considered an armored vest.
Unless it's got soft armor or something.
Soft armor,
Yeah.
right? Any kind of that's going to protect against ballistic injury. Okay, that makes
Like
sense.
I have a tactical vest, but it has no plating or nothing.
Yeah,
It has,
you get those in.
it has my tater salad name tag.
Oh, does it?
So when I get cops coming up, what's your name? Right here. You know how they always like to do that.
Yeah.
There you go, Rich. Sorry.
Pardon me.
There you go. Thank you. Oh, it started out shitty, but now it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous out today, isn't it?
Oh, for
I
sure.
was driving up in the rain. I had to stop. It was raining so damn hard I couldn't see with my wipers on high.
Where are you driving up from?
Out by Lansing.
Lansing? Cool. What brought you up here then?
Doing this.
Doing this? Just jump. You guys move from town to town, or what?
I've been damn near everywhere in Michigan,
Really?
except only part of the UP.
Not to mention the other states.
Yeah, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana.
Fairly close to where you're at, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Washington D.C. on January 6th. That was crazy.
How was
Yeah.
that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
You get a lot of footage there too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. They were beating down the doors to the Capitol building there, trying to gain access. It was insane. Pepper spray, canisters flying everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Cool.
Other people, even some reporters actually went inside the building.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not that stupid.
They just now charged the guy. They just charged the guy in TC for that guy.
Jesus.
Literally like a week or two ago. They still going.
Did you get their names and stuff yet? Okay. He just littered his ash, so I'm gonna get his ID and stuff. You want me to? It's a violation of Michigan law, so. I'm not trying to start an issue, I'm just trying to make sure.
This line of work in today's.
So, boss, just because you dropped your ash on the ground, that's actually a violation of Michigan law?
The ash?
Yes, sir. It's actually a fire hazard and littering.
I'll pick it up then.
Can I get your ID, please?
It's ash.
Yes, sir.
I picked it up.
DNR law says it's littering violation, so.
So I picked it up and put it away.
Nope. Can I get your ID real quick?
Really?
Yes, sir. Please. It's a violation of law. Just like if you're speeding, just because you slow down, doesn't mean you
So
didn't
you're
violate the
saying
law
the
at that point.
ashes off a cigarette
100%
are a
it is, sir.
violation?
Yes, it's a fire hazard in the state of Michigan. It's also considered littering.
A fire hazard on concrete.
Yes, sir. State of Michigan is considered a fire hazard.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really want to go down this route?
I'm just telling you it is. That's all.
Go with it.
I'm recording as well. That's cool. Can I get your ID
Can
real
I
quick?
see the law?
If you'd like to look it up, you're more than welcome to. But
All right, I'm going to look it up.
495,
your
your
ID
time.
from you real quick, and then you'll be all set.
Let me look it up real quick.
3902 7 and 9. We're busy here, so good.
So what law would that be called?
It's a Michigan fire hazard and Michigan littering.
You know what the code is for that?
I have it off the top of my head, no sir.
Hey guys, I'm out here with Michigan Council.
It's a common practice law.
We got Kalkaska police checking out for some bullshit ordinance about some cigarette ashes. Oh. Kalkaska County Sheriff. Kalkaska City
You
Police.
talking about this one here?
I'm not sure which one it is right off the top of my head, sir. The person shall not know the litter of any object or to fall or to be thrown into a path or in a vehicle. That's for vehicles. And it's Kalkaska Department of Public Safety. Just so you guys know.
I don't need to get your mouth in.
So that's an ordinance, not a law?
It's a Michigan law, yes, sir.
Come over here and knock on ice. You're just a fucking pig.
The only thing I'm seeing is the environmental protection.
The fire hazard falls under a health and safety violation.
There's nothing that can burn. It's not a fire hazard. And you're grasping at straws.
It's a little bit. It's a citable citation.
These young cops for you. They don't care about service. They care about feelings. Enforcing bullshit laws.
Can I please get your ID?
Litter control law. Does that sound like it? Could you find out what the number is for it so I can
look it up once you give me your ID, sir.
I'd like to look at the law first, please.
Okay. Well, like I said, it is a violation of Michigan law, and I am requesting your identification for citation potential purposes.
And I will be more than happy to once I know what the law is so I can read it.
Okay. Well, while I look up you on your ID and write you down on my paperwork, you can look up the law.
I want to see the law first.
Okay.
To see whether or
keep
not I
looking it
am
up.
required to identify it.
You are required under a Michigan,
If I broke the law.
which you did,
What law is it?
by placing an ash on the ground. It is a littering violation in the state of Michigan.
So basically you're telling me everybody that smokes in public is littering.
Yes, sir.
So that's unenforceable then.
No, sir.
Oh yeah. because
Everybody
you're-
drives down the road
You're
at
just picking
speeds.
and choosing who you're gonna.
Everybody drives down the road and speeds, but doesn't mean that we get everybody.
Cigarette ash is not listed in there.
It says, or any other debris.
Sir, I'm going to place you under arrest for citizen's arrest for trying to enforce an enforceable law that's unconstitutional and doesn't exist. I will place you under citizen's arrest, sir.
Can I speak to the L2?
He's busy speaking with the female.
I'd like to report a crime and I'd like a supervisor.
Supervisor's right there.
Perfect. You can get him for me then.
He is in the process of doing something else.
Well, I'd like to speak to him before I ID, please.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He would like to speak with you. He's failing to identify himself with the littering that he just performed by ashing on the ground. It is a violation of Michigan.
I was talking to MSP and they have the intel, so
Well, I guess we'll be fine.
what do you want to do?
No, he's failing to give me his ID. He's violating a littering law right now. I asked for a supervisor, so it's completely up to you, sir.
You all set? I'll watch you. Make sure you're all set when you leave.
Kalkaska. Kalkaska. Can I introduce myself to the general manager? Nice to meet you.
Bill Robbins, how you doing?
Bill? Our manager. Nice to meet you guys. I just haven't had a chance to meet anybody yet. No, I expected you guys to be coming to the door and you know,
I wasn't privy to the conversation.
So, he's saying I littered because of cigarette ashes. I kept the cigarette butt. I didn't drop the butt. He's saying my ashes is litter. How is that litter? It's ashes. He's trying to say I broke the law, which I didn't. If that were the case, everybody that walks down a public street with a cigarette is breaking the law and nobody's getting a ticket for it.
what it comes down to is you want his ID. You want to be in control. What threat to safety has been?
I'm just saying it's a littering violation.
You're power hungry and you're a threat to this community is what it is. This is the kind of things we're out looking for, is guys like you that need to be off the force.
And they even scooped up the ashes to try to look
Unbelievable.
easy and put them in that receptacle right there.
I can't believe it. You guys swore an oath to the Constitution. You're aware of that, right? I mean, LT, come on. This is ridiculous, honestly. We're out here exercising our First Amendment right, and he's smoking a cigarette as he has the right to do it because there's ash. Your young cop over here is power hungry and wants to get his ID. What's the point of that, other than power and control?
Let's have a chat.
I mean, not to mention it's biodegradable.
It's not even an element. It's ash. It's burnt up. It's an element that was burned. There's nothing left. It's not a physical element.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Good luck in court. That's
So is that the
impossible.
same as if you had like a pile of trash and you burned it, then all the
you're
debris that's
burning
left?
That's an
trash,
EPA
that's-
violation.
That's huge.
I'm just asking.
Right.
I mean, you're stating that you have something that is man-made,
Right.
that you smoke.
But tobacco
It
itself
has a
isn't man-made.
no. I understand, but I'm just saying it's man. I'm just asking this question. I
get
don't
what
know.
you're coming from, but those fumes and all that burning trash. Of course, it's the same as cigarettes, but obviously there's no regulation.
Okay, so we're just belittling the issue, which is this is a cigarette opposed to a bag of trash. I'm just asking a question.
No,
Well, I didn't drop the cigarette butt. It was
No,
just
I understand.
ash.
We're talking about ash. So I'm saying if you burn a bag of trash, say it's all paper and tobacco products, and you burn that, and it releases EPA environmental issues,
Right.
because it's a bag of trash, that's an issue. That's a ticket. But because you're saying it's a cigarette, and you drop an ash off the cigarette, that's totally different.
Right.
exactly.
How is
Smoking a cigarette? Are you serious?
No, I'm
right
just saying.
now?
I'm asking a question. I'm like saying we're taking something.
But that's a law. I'm
Okay.
sure there's laws that restrict burning trash for obvious reasons with the atmosphere.
No, I'm just saying is if you had a whole bag of cigarettes and it was burned, and it was on the side of the road, and it was a big pile of ash, is it different because it's just one or a whole?
I think it's a bad comparison.
Why
not
is it?
really- Well, you're talking about something completely different than someone just smoking a cigarette on their own free time versus a pile of trash on the side of the road that's getting burned for some reason.
Okay, so if that same person, I'm just asking questions because I
It
don't
just
know
doesn't
the
make
answer.
sense. That's something that
If you did it in the same spot, now we've all seen where people have flicked cigarette butts in the same spot. There's a big pile of cigarette butts.
Right.
You didn't
Like that. No, I'm just saying. If you were doing that and you flicked your ashes and say the wind never blew and the rain never rained, and it was a big pile of ash that was from here to the bench seat along, and it was all ash, would that not be littering or an environmental hazard? And just in the concept of what we're talking about here. Because what we're talking about, we're talking about splitting frog ears here. We're saying a cigarette butt on your leisure time is
Ash
different.
itself is a
And I'm just
fertilizer,
asking.
actually.
I'm just asking a question. I don't know the
I
answer.
think the time that we're spending talking about this and the taxpayers are paying for this is pretty ridiculous.
I'm asking questions,
I mean,
man. I
we
don't
have
have
3
the
cops
answer.
for someone flicking an ash, but you guys were here beforehand and you already wanted our IDs. You got our cards. You can easily go
We
identify
just came
us.
to talk to her.
Okay.
I just got your information just so I
Obviously,
can look
you're
it
the
up.
one that tried to pull a bogus charge.
It is a violation of Michigan littering law.
But you don't know
Okay,
it.
I do not know the
But then
law.
how can you- how
do you
can
know
you
the
try-
laws off the top of your head, sir?
Not all of them, but a
Okay,
good
neither
amount
do
of
I.
them.
So,
Well, then how are you going to
but
ask
that
for an
has
ID
been
when
a
you don't know?
violation of law for the past 7 years that I've been doing this. I have stopped multiple vehicles for that reason.
An ash out the window
Yes,
or a
sir.
cigarette butt?
an ash, cigarette ash out a window
You
or
think
on
the
a public way.
taxpayers want to pay for that?
I'm just letting you know, sir. It is a violation of law. Okay? Please do not ash on the ground while you are here in Kalkaska. Okay? This is your verbal warning for that. Okay?
Okay.
This is also a verbal warning for your failure to identify due to a civil infraction.
Okay.
Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Any other questions for me today?
Nope.
Okay. You guys take care. You guys have a good day. Keep doing what you're doing.
I think you can go suck
I
a
do
big
watch
dick.
those videos, so I think they are good.
Well, you should watch them.
Take care,
And you
guys.
should learn from them too. Unreal.
And I don't know if you have your service or not, but thanks for your service.
Unreal. Don't try that good stuff with me.
I really think he was splitting hairs with that.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm
I
afraid.
could totally
This guy's
understand
out
if I threw my
protecting
cigarette out of
people.
ground.
So we're good, man. We good?
Yep.
I'll be back. That's for sure. You'll see me a lot. I live up here, so you'll see me a lot for sure.
We don't have any problem with that.
This guy has a problem.
We don't
This guy
have
has a
any.
problem.
We don't. You know what you guys are doing. We're fine with it. You know. But if you do something, I mean, yeah, that's pretty light. But if you do something, you know what you got to do. Like if you break a law, you gotta, you know.
I don't see how that was breaking
Yeah.
it.
I think the
I mean,
fact that
like
your
you said.
community's paying for your hours, your time right now on
Yeah.
this stupid crap.
And like you said, it might be cutting hairs, but we're, you know, that's why we're good with it. I mean, you guys are. There's no secret that this is what you guys do, and it's wonderful.
Right.
So,
The guy
all right, gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Have a good one.
Don't torment too many people. All
Hey,
right.
you guys seem pretty cool, but I don't know. These young ones are the trouble. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now, these young ones are the trouble. You're gonna get someone.
And that's
shot.
why you guys are out here doing this stuff. You know, and we're good with it.
helping you train your officers.
And believe it or not,
You know, I mean-
it might not seem it. He is a very good officer. He's a field training officer. He's, and the training might be a little bit hard to. They split a lot of hairs, but they get a lot of drugs doing it.
Right.
Like drug interdiction. So it might seem real light, but it kind of can lead to other bigger things. So, you know, it's maybe a right place, right time. You know, you guys don't look like you're packing any major amounts of contraband. So,
Nope.
all right, man, we'll leave you alone.
All right, you guys have a good day.
All right, take care. Well,
I don't know. There might be another one.
how long use your cameras last? I love it. What is that one right there, if you don't
I got
mind?
an external battery. I
Okay.
got 30 hours I can record.
Awesome.
This is a good
What's the one you have right here?
This one's 9 hours.
Who makes that one?
Cam Pro.
Okay.
You can
See,
buy them on Amazon.
these things are interestingly priced.
Are they?
Yeah, this is for the whole PD. It's like,
Amazon, isn't it?
yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're way expensive. These
They
are
are.
only 150 a piece.
Wow,
And they're just as good at camera quality as those.
good stuff. All right, man. Yeah, we're like the lady. I'm not defending her, but her dad's dying, and so she had some emotional things going on.
Right.
So, if you see somebody like her overreacting, if you do us a favor and just kind of ignore them, please, would you?
Well, she told us to wait for the cops, so we did.
Well, and you did, so appreciate it.
You know, we
I mean-
just carried on, but after we come out of there, she's
Yeah.
like, aren't you going to wait for the cops? She's like, well, okay.
Okay.
You know, we were just going to leave
And
her
then we
alone.
explained to her that you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing a service. Some people might not like it, but it's kind of like pumping septic tanks.
Right.
People don't like it, but when it has to be done.
Well, he's got my card, so you should look up the Utica PD video. on the channel.
And I ask, and you guys got a YouTube channel and stuff, so I'm going to be checking it out.
Here, I'll give you my card. You were busy when I passed out the other card.
Absolutely.
There you go. We had a detective sergeant in Utica PD.
That's going in my pile. No, and it's a good thing. I'm serious too.
Right.
You know.
He come up to us. I was in the trunk of my car with
Yep.
the trunk up. He come up trying to say he pulled us over. And then trying
It's
to
like
demand ID
you-
and
You
it just
guys are
went downhill
detained.
from there.
Yeah,
It's
they were.
hilarious.
It's not hilarious. It's really sad when you look at it.
Yeah, it was sad that he didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he's a detective sergeant.
Yep.
But his reaction to everything we did was sickening and funny at the same time.
You guys really, I think you're versed enough. You almost should maybe do a little training.
Oh, I would love to go and do training.
Like, you know, that might not be a bad idea.
I don't think it would be.
No.
I can
I
always see
would love
positive.
to help cops understand citizens' constitutional rights better, so they're not violated.
And I'm going to give you a quote from the famous prosecutor in Antrim County, Charlie Coop. Law enforcement police officers are the defenders of the Constitution.
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed to.
Sadly, not very many of them are. They violated all. I'm not saying you
Nope,
don't.
I try my darndest. You know.
There's even sheriffs, and they're supposed to be the constitutional law
Yep.
enforcement. There's even bad sheriffs out there.
Absolutely everywhere. You guys take care. You got my card?
Yep.
You know, give me a call or something if you have any questions. You know, we're good with it.
Thanks, LT.
All right.
You take care. Have a good one.